Hello everyone. Today's video is on IXL assignment V4, multiplication with exponents. Let's get to it. We have two variables with two different exponents. So our rule for exponents is when we are multiplying, we add the exponents together. And let me show you why. If I expanded this, r to the sixth would be r times r times r times r times r. One more. So that's r to the sixth. R to the seventh would be r. R to the seventh would be r times r times r times r. You get the point. So now when I expand this, how many do I have? I have 1, 2, 12, 13. Well, do I really want to write this out every time I do a problem? No, I want a faster rule. So when the bases are the same, they're both r, we could add the exponents. So we take r, we take the first exponent, add the second exponent, 6 plus 7 is r to the 13th power, and that is your final answer. Okay, we see we have two exponents, same base. So we're going to take a, first exponent 6, next exponent's 6, 6 plus 6. This answer will be a to the 12th power. Once again, our base this time, our common base is w. Now if they don't have the same base, I can't do this rule, okay? I can only do this rule when we multiply, same base, we add the exponents, but we can only do this if the bases are the same. If this wasn't w, I can't do this rule. So I have 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is w to the 5th. Okay, I have negative exponents, but that doesn't matter. All right. And normally we rewrite negative exponents, but for this assignment, we're just working on our rules for multiplying. So I'm going to do h. I'm going to do negative 8 plus negative 7. Two negatives, same sign, we add and keep the sign. So this would be h to the negative 15. Now normally in Upper Darby we do not keep this like this. This is not our final answer. We would do h to the 15th, but we would make it a fraction, okay? The rule I use is I take my negative exponent, move it to the other part of the fraction. So right now it's in the numerator because we could imagine it's being over 1. I move it to the other part of the fraction, the denominator, and I make it positive. Well, now I need something in my numerator, so I put a 1. One negative, one positive, but that doesn't matter. We're just going to use our rules for adding integers. So when we have different signs, we don't add, we really subtract. So 96 minus 28 is 68. So I got k, 68, but the sign of the bigger number keeps the sign. So 96 is negative, so my answer will be k to the negative 68. And we would rewrite that normally, but for this assignment, we're just leaving it as a negative. Two negatives once again, but we know how to handle that. Our base is d, negative 98 plus negative 25. Maybe you want to put the second one in parentheses so you can distinguish your negative sign. Two negatives, same sign, we add and keep the sign. So this is going to be d to the negative 123rd power. Same thing, base is d, we do 56 plus negative 1, which is d. I subtract because my signs are different. The bigger number, this case 56, which is positive, keeps the sign. So this would be d to the 55th power. 56 minus 1, keep the sign of the bigger number. Once again, two negatives, so negative 46 plus negative 1. It's going to give me w to the negative 47th. Signs are the same, add and keep your sign. Okay, this one, now we have more than one base. But basically I'm just looking at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different bases. I have a Q, an R, an S, and a T. And over here I have, there's your multiplication sign, a Q, an R, an S, and a T. So I'm just going to do exactly what we did, but I'm just going to do 4 separate problems. Okay? And then put it all together at the end. So for my Q, I got negative 12 plus 59, which is going to give me, I'm going to put my final answer over here, Q to the 47th power. Then I do my R, I got negative 1 plus 5, that gives me 4, so I got R to the 4th. Next I have S. Now this doesn't have an exponent, so if there's no exponent there, I could always write in a 1, right? So S, I got 1 plus negative 60. So that's going to be S to the negative 59th power. And then my last base is T. So T, I got negative 1 plus negative 22. Negative 1 plus negative 22 gives me a negative 23. So I do all 4 separately, but I put all my answers back together for one monomial. Final question, looks like a pretty easy one. We have the same base as T, but this is going to involve another rule after we have our answer. So I have 4 plus negative 4, which they're opposites, so they sort of cancel out, or they equal 0. And anything to the 0 power, like I told you in my last video, is 1. So this simplifies, because that rule, our 0 power property, this becomes 1. Hope you enjoyed this video, and you should be ready to do a great job on your IXL assignment. Good luck.